Okay. We're going to be good, chat. It's going to be good. Ballistas and obelisk. Oh. Get him. Yeah, snap that little mofo. Do wish there was a way to see all the cards you can get and if cards can be duplicated in your deck like the Monster Studies ones. Well, the Monster Studies ones you can see all the ones that you can get to. It's a bit of a pain that you have to go through each tower, but whereas there are some hidden cards, like University has. When you buy University, you get University and 7 other cards. But there's a progression path as well that you have to unlock. And then things like Sorcery and Fortification also put a card in your deck as well as being a passive. Yeah, not even close. Darthanian. Not even close. We had 9 obelisk once. They just don't... there's too many units. So they just don't do enough fast killing. Like, they overkill little units. If they're strong enough to kill big units, they do too much damage to the little units. And you can't have more obelisks because they start getting really expensive. Yep, Sorcery puts the Sorcery card in your deck. And then if you've got 5 ranks of Sorcery, when you play Sorcery 1, you'll get offered Sorcery 2. And Sorcery 3. That's what it's not enough. Oh no, we had 11. Right? And they're all high powered. There's too many units. Right? For single target fire, like high powered fire. We ended up putting an extra. I had 9. We ended up putting an extra 2 at the back to clean up the loose ends. They just couldn't do it. Too many enemies. What if you do the challenges ballistas only and one step ahead of you? Doesn't feel fun when that becomes the plan though. You had a lot of obelisks and mana banks and did you power them up at all, or did you just let them level naturally? Because they get expensive. We had 11. Died on wave 40. Leveled naturally. Yeah, I think that's... Did you have them all spaced out so they weren't attacking the same target? Because that was a problem I had on one of the runs. I had 3 of them close, and they were all targeting the same thing. It died really quickly, but it was going to die anyway. That was frustrating. Naked houses trigger you? Yeah. They don't actually give that much gold early on, so it's not too bad. You want to get them, and on a ballista only run, it's probably better just not putting them around the houses. Unless, you know, especially if you've got good height position spots around it. If you're going to be putting a ballista in the area anyway, then may as well make some money off it. You think the ballista and tower achievements only, ballista only and 44 drop corresponding tower? Yeah, the problem is the ballista only runs are terrible. Yeah, and then you've got to do a ballista only run and you won't get the other achievements because they won't scale achievements. These are the type of guys that if you had a race game, they'd have an achievement of beat it in 15 minutes, beat it in 10 minutes, and beat it in 5 minutes. And if you beat it in 5 minutes, it would only give you that one. You'd have to go out and beat it again in under 10 minutes, but not faster than 5 minutes. And then again for 15 minutes. No, I didn't complete the ballista only. I was doing that one first because I figured it'd knock off all the other achievements, and then someone said it doesn't. You have to do them all individually. And then I had a huge whinge and cry and moan about that. You know, standard procedure. And I figured if I'm going to have to do all the other ones, may as well do them separately. But the Frost Keep was basically ballistas only. And Frost Keep is terrible. Alright, there's our split on 9. Jobs that are bad? What do you do? I did a 3-way ballista only? Yeah, I think that my first assumption on ballista only was that you're more likely to get a win on a 3-way than on a single path. Because you have a much higher percentage of wrapping around the tower and getting really good coverage from the ballistas. But you've got to get through the early game though, which can be really brutal. You wonder if the extra mana bolts compensate for lost crit. I think they overcompensate because the extra crits, the quality over quantity is not good if you're not naturally leveling if you're naturally leveling, and if you're just spamming ballistas, you're not buying levels. So they don't, you lose damage. Especially in the early game. Quality over quantity is great when you have less towers that you've given quality over quantity. It's almost a tooltip. Which also, if you get a map that wraps around the tower, you can focus on quality then, right? Instead of having to spam ballistas all the way down a single file lane. So imagine like this row here. Imagine if the other tower came out here and went this way. Right, we've got this massive hill here that we can put really high-powered ballistas on. Like, that's super valuable. Super valuable. I don't have anything dedicated on armor. Should I? Maybe. Having multiple paths of varying lengths can be very useful. Yes. You know what's also very useful? Getting a single path up until for 30 tiles without a split. Especially when it goes 10 tiles this way and then wraps back around itself. So you have one singular giant strip of mountain along the middle that you can fill up with ballistas. That's very useful. Probably doesn't happen too often. I was almost contemplating not putting the frost tower down in that run. I mean, there's bleed. I haven't taken heavy shaft yet. Mana's still fine. Let's... That's going to go up there. We put ballistas up here. Heavy shaft is the other combo with quality over quantity. I don't see the combo. You have to explain, please. Heavy shaft does 1 extra armor damage. Oh, there it is. Still not terrible, I guess. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, we get range, that'll work. Yeah, mana bolts with quality over quantity is good. Because mana bolts gives you 3 base damage, and quality over quantity removes 1 of them to give you the crit percentage. So you're still netting 2, but you're also getting crit. Actually, if I don't take the obelisk yet, we're going to get offered the majority of our Ballista cards. Like early. Thoughts on radar towers? Haven't played them yet. Okay, lengthen this one, and then by taking this one next time, Oogie comes out of here. I'll have a look at... So, I'm trying to think of the double up towers we did. So the Tesla, the Poison Tower, and the Flamethrower with ballistas, those 3 towers did all the work. Oh, and encampment. With Frost Tower, it was like we played a Frost Tower just to get the achievement with Frost Tower. It was basically a ballistas only run, missing like 18 cards. So it was tough. But we got the map. The map was MVP. Oh, Shredders? The Shredders won that one. All those towers have been nerfed, they still would have done it by themselves. It's super strong. I still haven't taken range, so that's going to be good. Mana looks fine. He looks dead. Hey Morgan. IG play 2 sessions between a patch. Oh, is there another patch? It's only the one. Hi, Oogie. He's on fire. His butt. Poison bolts. The upcoming shield rounds. More shield damage for the upcoming shield rounds. And flaming bolts for more burn damage. And maximum poison per second. You thought these were dudes kneeling, worshipping the mana cube? I think they are. Except maybe not kneeling. Maybe just really big fingers. This is looking okay. Do I like using haunted houses? I did, and then after a while I figured I don't think it actually makes that much money. So the effort and the card inclusion in the deck just makes it feel like it's not worth. If you're not using mana, might as well use houses. If you're not using mana, why play mana? Because you got to pay for more mana. You just don't put the house card in your deck. Then you never get offered the house card, and you'll end up with better picks. And if you are using mana, why just not use it on the houses? Use it on what you want to use it on. Haunted houses pay for themselves in about 4 or 5 rounds. No, I don't think so. I don't even think that's close. They cost $100, right? What are you getting in the house range? Early game, so like 8 to 15 max. Late game, if you've got a very slow path, you can push up to 20. So you might be able to pay for the individual house, but you've also got to have mana. Yeah, and then you can start playing the Seance cards so that they cost less mana, but that's even more cards that could have been offensive cards. Sometimes you get a house, though, that can double up. Right, like if I had a house now, a house there would get 2 lots. So it would be good. But one on the outside and one there, not so good. These ones would only be individual. One there and one there would be individual. you know, if you're using the money somewhere else early, so let's say 15 rounds to pay itself off, and you can start seeing them around 15. So by round 30, they've paid themselves off. And then after that, by end of round 45, they've paid for themselves off another one time. So you make $150 out of a house per game. And that's best case scenario. Anything you put down sort of by round 30 is only just paying itself off. So, you know, somewhere between, I don't know, like $150 per house. If you get 20 houses down, it's 3,000 gold. That's just not worth it. Plus, you got to factor in the card loss. Well, math-wise, they're technically worth it on gold consumption. I'm not denying that. Right? You're definitely going to get the money back for the house. It just depends if the return on investment is high enough to factor in that, like, it's a card draw. It's almost a permanent card draw because you're going to go off at Seance and Seance 2 and then Seance 3 if you take them. You've got limited cards per run you can play. The profit in a house is way faster than 15 rounds. No, we just calculated it out. It's not way faster because you have to factor in mana as well. Best case scenario, it can be faster than 15 rounds. You might get it in 10 or 12. You might, on a dream situation, like I said, you get a house here that'll double up because it's in between two graves. That one house will definitely pay off a lot quicker, but all the others won't. Most houses are quite suboptimal, yeah. So even if you could value it that the house makes its investment back every 10 rounds, assuming only single placement, right? Because the double placements are rare. That means a house played on, best case scenario, you play a house on round 16, it's up for 30 rounds, and it costs you 100, it returns you 300. So you've netted 200, but then you sell it because you're sneaky before the final round, in which case you probably don't need the money going into the final round, like, you know. So a house could make you $300. You get 20 houses down. That's best case. The house is going to get less money as you go further, right? Because it can't last as long. So it will make you money. But it's whether the very small amount of money it makes you is worth the card placement in your deck. I personally don't believe it is. Like at this point in time, if I got offered my cards and the last one was house, and range wasn't there, like I'm looking for range. I want range. I don't want to see house card come up. And then I don't want to take house and see seance come up. I want to see long range. Give me range, please, game. My mana usage. got naked houses. Whereas the houses, that one's a tough call too, because I just put down ballistas that cost 500 gold there. Are they going to make their money back? Maybe. Does the game have meta progression? I wouldn't call it actual meta progression. You do have to play and earn experience to unlock cards, but you can't. You have to use edit registry files to turn them off. So it's kind of like a deck builder without the ability to in-game to take them out of your deck. And it does have a couple points that feel meta progression-y. The rest of it just feels like, unlocking packs of cards in like a constructed card builder deck. Yeah, yes, but no, but kind of, but a little bit. And the worst part is it's terrible. The part at the beginning is terrible. It makes the game feel awful. If you get past that, the game feels pretty good. Oh, there's range. Enchanted 3 is pretty good though, but I want range. Range feels good, man. Yeah, it does. And where are we putting an obelisk, if anywhere? Probably further down there, or up here somewhere. Are we doing a ballista only run? Well, I'm going to see. There's the option, like I want to get the ballista plus obelisk, but if it looks like the ballistas will win by itself, then I kind of want to take it. But they always look good until they don't. So I don't have the big dot damaging cards on the deck. The issue is portals once they start coming. Yeah, but that's not till wave 40. And they are terrible. This one's good because it sort of comes in and out and around and back and forth. This one needs to get loopier. Oh, 5 crit. Yeah, this one either needs to start waving itself around more, or just get so long that the fast enemies like outpace everything and get to the front like they are here. Works. Hey, bleed or more range? Oh, more mana bolts. I think Mana Bolts 5 is almost necessary at this point. I really don't want to be putting stuff up in here. I need this to turn around. You finished the Ballista only mana bolts before the patch with more mana bolts. Yeah, but there was also extra, before the patch there was 2 extra quality over quantity cards. And quadruple crits. Can't do that anymore. Yep, crits are reduced. Crits cap out at 50-50 now. Well, there is a spot, thank you. I don't want to take the research because it opens up a 5% crit card. But Enchanted 3 opens up a 10% crit card. Really? You're just going to go super straight? Well, I guess we just deal with that then. Actually, if I extend this one, I can put some more blisters here. So let's do that. Yeah, so you used to be able to get to it at like level 25, somewhere around 25 with cock 3. But now you can only have 1 cock, so you have to really push the level of the tower up, and it's not worth it. The game was more fun when you could have 3 cocks. Cock 2 and 3 are gone. Mana. Mana na 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 na. No! With the current path, this one's getting killed off first, I think, because of the damage there. Oh, this one's dying first, so we should extend that one. What levels are we looking at on some of the experience towers? They're like level 6. I don't want to do the maths. I think with Mana Bolt that might actually be worth it now though. Okay. Let's have a quick look at some of these towers. We've got level 5, level 5. So we could up them, I guess. Level 6, level 7. 6. Most of them are, let's go 6. Let's find a 6. Okay, let's see if at level 6 and Mana Bolt's 4, if cock is worth it. 432. Wait. No. Well, we do now have an 11% chance to crit, which increases us by, let's just add 10% damage on since it's a double. So we go to like 460. So it's slightly worth it. Scholarship is really needed. Yeah, I like universities with mass quantities of towers. Plus, taking scholarship opens up another 5% crit card. Oh, Oogie's down here. I'm going to get a bit more damage on this side since we got a split here. This lane's been doing okay, so I guess it's okay that we got a split on this side. As long as these are free by the time Oogie comes around, and mana's fine too. Okay, well, mana bolt's 5. Yeah. Scholarships is good too though, but mana bolt's 5. Let's see how much rewards he's given us. Yeah, let's take scholarships now. No, more reward. Longbow 3. Okay. I don't want another split. That's why I don't want to expand this. Don't do it. No. Oh, no height. No height. Mana. Oh. What does the grayed out blue line in the mana denote? I don't know. At first I thought it was like how much you were going to get, but you're not. You're getting 158 a second and like, I don't know. Like, it's definitely not how much you use per second either. It's a feature. Crit. How much you will have in random time, yeah. It feels like that. That's really good setup there for dealing with this, so that all of these can just deal with this. I mean, it's a strategy game. It's supposed to do something or just look kind of coolish. And tap mana crystal, thank you. Okay, so that wave's dying there, which is good. But it means that we need to put more length on that one. That'll thicken the shaft a bit too, she said. Research breakthrough, 5 crit. Actually get bleed might be good. Round 17, no splits. We made it to we hit 30 yesterday. Our first split was on 31. Is there a university spot? I don't think there's a university spot. We need one though. 30, yep. And the map, the tower's here. It sort of came around, went up that way heaps, and back up against itself. And then finally split down here. So it had this one path that just went up for like, I think it was like 8 tiles long, around and back. I don't want, I took one of them. I wanted the research card for 5% crit. Watch and assess, and then we'll get some university stuff happening. We doing poison spray Ballista? That's a good one. Okay, I like putting in 10 points myself. Yeah, the obelisk needs to do damage. So you can take other towers as long as they don't do any damage, but to get the Ballista obelisk achievement, the obelisk has to do some damage. However, I'm wondering, if I'm in a good enough position, do I not take it? Because I can get the potential to get just a Ballista option. Because I haven't got my Ballista only yet. Yeah, that's the thing, like, well, the thing is though, at some point, a high-powered obelisk on, like, maybe just armor focus could do a lot of damage. And actually help win the run, because you've got to win the run either way. Can confirm losing run is bad for getting the achievement. Yeah, out of mana. That line is dead. There's a siphon spot, cool. Yeah, the mana bar is... It also changes from being little bars to solid lines and little bars. More 5% crit. No point doing those during the round. Another. This one's fine. We deal with this one. These ones, not so much. They converge too much. I mean, it's not awful. It's round 32, so getting through round 30 is usually pretty good. Need more time on this one. Separating these waves by as much as possible is what we need. Hey, Phoenix. Yeah, so if a university procs, it keeps all your research notes there. So it's added one health damage, one attack damage, or one armor damage, one shield damage of these numbers on every tower. But you've got to find, and that, if I put down a new tower, it'll have these considered as well. So you don't want to over-invest in them because you could put down more towers, but you don't want to have it so small that you don't get anything from them. I found best results with putting 10 points of my own, like buying 10 points into one specific thing, and getting the other up to 6% from cards. that was better, but can be better as well. Again, I think if we get I think we're fine as long as, well, we're not fine, but I think our best chance is if we don't get splits. Nine points for you is better. I mean, it's pretty close. Man, I really wanted this to turn in so I could have used this ridge. It could still turn in, or it could end up coming up here, which would be good. These guys are kind of getting a free pass though, because this path is closer to the tower, so they're not getting hit by these ones. So we need to extend one of them. And we might just have to go for some one height spots, some good one height spots. If we've got money, we should consider that. Can place more unis, yeah? Oh yeah, I can too, thank you very much. I'll do that at the end of the round. Okay, so that seemed okay. Like, it didn't really get around that far. Advanced Ballistics is 10% crit straight away. Scholarships 3 will open a 5% crit. Well, let's take that one. I'll put the extra one on armor at the moment. I think we're, well... I'll put the extra one on armor for the time being. So I should have a health one that's not upgraded. Top one. Okay. Man, I was really... If that had been straight, we could have gone here and forced that to turn down here. Maybe this one turns anyway, and we can make use of that ridge. Would be really good. So I'm trying to make this path as long as possible so that it doesn't get range of these towers until after this one's passed. But it's probably not going to happen. Because I want all these towers getting as much damage in on this entrance here for as long as possible before they have to sort of split what they're aiming at. I think what I might want to do is check the towers too and just give them a couple of levels just to boost some multipliers, because we're getting good multipliers, so giving them, like, boost the base damage by a couple of points. Like increase, some of them will get increased damage by like 80 points. the one I... Okay, so that one needs to go longer. Even at a base level, it's pretty strong. Yeah, mana issues. Was a little bit down. Okay, this one's almost outrunning that one, which is what we want. Just need this to be a bit longer. I'm happy for a portal to be here. This is fine. Yeah, because all these are attacking these ones and giving these a path. Although if that turned up here, we'd put ballistas down here. Might still put ballistas down there. Yeah. I wonder how many rounds you want minimum on a university. What's our crit looking like? 40% on a base level tower. It's going for that one. That's okay though. We thin this one out sooner, it's probably good though. I got siphons, yeah I did, thank you. I didn't see those. Okay, these guys have sort of been stopped around here for pretty much ever. This one's definitely being held back more, which is good. Boss wave always feels a bit lighter though. And that wave's done. Mana wasn't even close. missiles to there. By himself. Yeah, my mana bolt's 5. And Monster Study's not terrible, especially when you've got so many towers. I've got 12,000 to spend too. I should consider doing that. There's the end of, let's call this one wave 1. Wave 2 will be here and that'll be wave 3. We're kind of mopping up wave 1 before these guys are coming, before wave 3 is coming in range of this tower. Oh, I've got chest, yeah. Thank you. I won't look at it during the wave though, but that'd probably make a big difference. They're not white. Okay, a bit of convergence on the attacking there, but it should be fine. Wave 1's completely gone now, so it's just this tail of wave 3. These towers wouldn't be firing over here yet, so it's not terrible. I'm pretty sure this is wave 2. Okay. Yeah, chest noob. Attacks against bleeding. I have 5% chance to crit. Redhead 3 opens up a 10% crit chance. There it is. I wonder if this one gets calculated on here. 43%? So, 50, then 3. Yep, nice. Okay. Now I have a lot of money. Oh, I do need to learn how to bleed. I need jagged. Bleeding would probably be a good idea. I want to extend this one again, but I want to spend money. So whether we put into more universities, which I don't think is what we want to do. I think getting some more towers, probably here. Will these ones range over? They don't quite range over. More gambling? No, because no matter which one you take, the cost goes up. So I wouldn't make them 20, 10, 10. If I was going to put any, I'd just up the highest one. The only reason that it's not something 0-0 is you get 6 points from cards. Yeah, I'm wondering if we just go for ones now in spots that are going to get multi-laned. Or over here that are going to get, again, multi-lanes. Like this spot here is really good. Well, let's see how good it is. It's getting this part of this lane. So it's really good for this lane and a little bit on the end. It's okay. Yeah, ads are a problem. Is it more on the end then? Probably not. You have to watch for mana as well. Let me just sit here. Let's take do that one for now. Let's up these a little bit. What's it going to cost me to up? To go to 20s, be like 1,000. 11,845. It's exactly 1,000 to go to 20. I think that's worth. It's costing me 1,000 to place another Ballista. That looks good. The other thing about having long paths is the fast guys make their way to the front. So they don't get stuck in amongst the spawners, which is pretty valuable. You know? We don't have portals yet, do we? That's like not till 40. And if these guys don't make it, we need... Okay, this is pretty good. The front of this wave is getting to this clump late. So I think if I can keep extending this path so that this one will definitely be out, we'll get more firepower on that. This wave's my worst fear, but I don't want to make it longer because if I get a split here, I think we wipe. Dead Shibanator. Wave 40 is brutal. That's a big change. Mana seems to be okay. Part of me wonders if putting mine in the deck and just building the tower up to 50 hit points is the key. Most of these enemies have low health though, comparatively to everything else they've got. So if you're smashing through their shield and their armor, their health, it stops it from maxing out. There's bleed. I'd still take it. I think a couple blisters here, just thinning some of these out of fine. I'm happy for these ones to run all the way up to here. I don't think we need to invest in that lane. We need to stop and spend money after this wave. I have a bad habit of doing that late game of going, 2, sometimes 3 waves without spending money because I'm sort of too focused on what's going on. That's the end of this wave. It's kind of splitting the damage of this. Like it's already, we've taken these towers are on wave 2, or wave 3 I should say. Lane 3. I really want to make this one longer, but yeah, I don't want to risk a split. Maybe with 4 to go, we can put one there where it's guaranteed not going to be a portal. Or not going to be a split. Mana's looking sketchy. Yeah, it is a little bit now, hey. Good thing they're far enough back. We'll definitely buy some mana banks next turn. I think it did drop out at 0 there just for a moment. Not for very long though. Okay. I'm gonna push this one back further, which means I want to help it out a little bit up here. Nice. Yeah, it's not they don't get the bonus with 0 mana, they get no shots with 0 mana. And these ones are just, you know, these ones here are firing over the gap, but nothing you can do about that. And the head of this one's only here. It's being held off a little bit. So these ones, I want these ones here on the right side of screen now, firing down here when it comes. So that needs to be the tail of the wave there. Or we push the head of the wave back here, which we have done. So this has worked out well. That was the most controlled wave we've had in a while. And combination between, obviously everything's getting stronger, especially with the universities kicking in. But the universities, I think, they're sort of scaling to compete with the growing power. I think the biggest factor is that we didn't get another split. We delayed the start of this by bringing it back further, and we had something here just to hold off some of them. Look, it's almost getting destroyed here. That's really good. Yeah, I saw the siphon spots. Yeah, the mana was, so the reason the mana was good was because we didn't have the wave stretched out amongst all the towers. It was when it was sort of, this wave was in here and these were firing, and this lane was sort of up in here, so these were firing, and the other one was down here, so these were firing, and you've got, you know, like 3 big clusters all firing at the same time. It's using a lot of shot power. Whereas as soon as you can start confining it to smaller groups, it just doesn't, you know. Well, I don't know if there's enough, if it's worth putting more in here, because they're expensive now versus more towers. But the towers cost more now, but they only got by 10 per tower. And these get the pre-generated bonuses. Yeah, like just leveling some towers as well. I'm not sure, because these towers that go down are probably good enough for the eyes as they are. Right, like if I just put a base 1 tower down on a 1 spot, that's probably strong enough to kill out. How much health is on an eye? Don't think I can make it past 40 without high crit. I mean, base tower's got 50 crit. Some of these towers that are like on level 3 that are high up are on, well, they're on 60 crit, but they're much higher damage. It's going to come down to splits too. If we get a split, that's going to make any wave tough. Whereas, yeah, just sort of picking out a tower, like that's 100, you know, leveling up a tower, what's the difference? 925. If I give it a shield level, because most of these guys have shield on the way out, that's giving it 70 damage. Maybe that's the key. Unlocking the specific towers you want to use remove bad cards from the draw, and by that only getting good option is very specific. Is that a thing? Yes, definitely. Based on the challenge I want to do, I modify the deck so that like it's a constructed deck builder. If every single card is unlocked, there will be a lot of options. Well, no, because the cards that are unlocked are only offered to you in the same order they're unlocked. So you won't be offered any Shredder cards until you choose Shredder. Right? And then if you've taken extra cards in Shredder, only the first line of cards will be offered to you. And then if you take Thrashing 1, then you can get Thrashing 2. So it's not a super huge dilution, but that's the biggest one, is like unlocking extra towers, because then there's extra towers available. Because the game's not going to give you Thrashing 4 if you haven't taken 1, 2, or 3 yet in the run. So by toggling off like the other towers, then you don't have to worry about their cards. That's why I haven't picked Mortar or Tesla, because as soon as I do, it adds more cards in. I'd rather take a card that does nothing than add 2 cards to the deck. Alright, I'm going to level up these ones. These are I think the most important towers. So let's just get them to and I'm going to go with shield damage, because, or we could just take the cheapest ones each round. Oh, they've all the eyes and stuff is more shield. Yeah, wave 4. Oh, I'm going to spend the money. Wave 40 is tough. The unis are giving more armor penetration, a little bit more, yeah. But this is already included in this number. I can sell the ones around the tower. Yeah, but they make good money over the next few rounds. They're not defending any, so maybe in the last round, you can actually sell them during the last round if you want to play that game. I don't want to play that game. What tail level are these? Maybe we get these to higher levels as well. 15, yeah, that's fine. Let's go 30 shield multiplier on these guys. Mana was fine, yeah? I might consider building down here a little bit, maybe. Oh, these ones are so cheap to... Is 50% crit chance the cap, or can it stack beyond that with university? University doesn't affect crit. 50% is the cap on double damage crits, and so this tower's got 62% crit, so it's 50% for double damage, 12% for triple damage. No split. There's the portals. Mana looks fine. This wave's coming in here. This wave's still being held back. So lane 1 is almost out. Lane 1's out. Lane 3 is pushing up. Lane 2 hasn't caught up to the back of lane 3 yet. There's an eye. Mana's fine. Holding. Mana's holding. Mana's down. Hold. Come on. That's the last of lane 3. Okay, we've just got lane... This is still part of lane 1, I think. Yeah. There's a beholder there. Oh, there's a portal there still. Alright. And here comes lane 3. Lane 3's fine, so 1 was tight. This one was tight. We've got way too much length here now, which is good. Might put some ballistas just up here. Burning enemies burn faster based on how much slow they have. Not terrible. Things are slowing because of the poison. 41. Okay, we've got 5 waves. We can still get a split. This is the last time we can get a split. I need more damage on wave 1. These are only level 5. They're so cheap to upgrade. If I got a split, this is the best spot to have it. But I don't need to make this any longer. I would like to make this one longer, but that's definitely the best spot for the split. So now we've got a guaranteed straight line, which I think I might put there next, or we might put it here. Comes down to, I want to wait to see where the back of lane 1 is, because I do have some ballistas here and I'd rather have them shooting at this. But these also come past, like lane 1 is coming through here, lane 2 comes down here and then does all of lane 1 as well. So all this one really is taking the pressure off here, hopefully. Yeah, because these aren't converging. This is just lane 2 now. Oh, okay, so lane 2 is the one that's falling behind. Come on, don't die now. I hate playing mid-wave. Okay, that was... Here comes lane 2. So the trouble came from this one. Alright, so if we can get some more killed off up here. Depends if we want to start doing it early. Or if I think we need to get some early. This wave's not struggling at all. Right? So trying to put some down here just so that it hits there as well is kind of silly. This one wasn't struggling. But maybe put a couple there to help. Does Elvis need to deal damage or kill a mob? It does. But I don't have a ballista only, and I'd much rather go for that one over just dropping an obelisk in and plonking it. Early's also good for the mana issue, that's true. Very late's good for mana as well. Also popping some, you know, early helps thin out a bit. Although they're expansive now. They're almost one-shotting a couple of these mobs, so... want to upgrade this one so that Oogie comes out of there. So I don't want Oogie getting in the mix at all. Lane 1's almost killed completely. It is. So now everything can just focus on lane 3. And these towers are holding off lane 2 for a little bit. Okay, lane 3's down. Oogie comes from the longest, but not the lane you expanded, which is why I want... This one's the longest, so I need to expand it either now or next, but not last. A couple more in here, I think we're fine. Ubla's getting some love. Ubla's about to get disappointed. Yeah, definitely don't need anything else in there. Could almost even take some out of that. Yeah, I'll be spending. This lane 3 has been the roughest one. So just getting some good lane 3 spot, I think, is best. I need to expand this one. I think also, like, pumping these ones up means we get early big damage into here, while mana's like, and then it makes it easier on it later. And the universities are still doing their thing. Yeah, mana's a little bit of an issue here. I'm not too concerned because this wave's about to die. I should be a little bit concerned. I think that's the nice thing. When this wave gets killed, this wave's got no chance. Doesn't matter. We'll buy Tesla coil. Now I'm pretty sure we've bought extra towers before. I was about to say I'll buy Tesla coil so that Obelisk has something to hang out with on the bench, but I don't know if that invalidates the achievement. I don't think it does. Let's just get a stronger so he can think he's doing something. He can do some shield damage from the bench. I mean, they're killing some things up here. And the eyes are sort of... I think though having them spaced out like that's just wrong. You need to have them so grouped up that an enemy comes within range, and especially this late when you've got slow, you need 5 shots to come in and kill it. Because if it gets 4 shots in, it gets max slow, it falls behind, and then gets regen. That's the end of the wave. This is looking good. Upping these towers is probably the best, and these ones, because they're hitting this wave, not just this wave. Because these were starting to come around at some point, but... It's actually getting a little close. I feel about that. You can also, if you're really cheeky, sell your universities during the final wave, so you have the money, you get to keep the stats. Any sense in setting the priority of the highest shield with towers, the highest multiple, so they're always doing most amount of damage per tower? If you have singular towers that you've pumped up really high, I like doing that. When there's so many towers, I find it's better just to let them bombard the front stuff. Once you've got so many units in there, you know, if you're not one-shotting something, it doesn't matter who you're hitting anyway. Those things like slow, will, like there's enough slow that separates them, or fast units come running through. Spend monies. Here we go. Do the cheeky and sell the universities. Where's our big brain? There he is. Lane 2 down. Lane 3 down. Place Obelisk? No, I'm going to get my Ballista's only achievement. Only Ballista. Nice. That was fun. Map was very generous in here. We had one split eventually there. There was only a 2 split, and then we had another 2 split here. So the rest of it straight line is pretty good. Yeah, with all the Ballista Plus, I've wanted to have the Plus be the hero. So start with the Ballistas and use them as support, but then, you know, like with Teslas or the poison throwers, sprayers, or the shredders, I wanted them to be doing all the work. And apart from the Frost Keep, I think all of them they've been the star. So that's playing it differently. But I always thought if there's one that I have to, you know, I would like to do that with Obelisk, but I don't know if you can. I haven't done Mortar yet. I would have liked Obelisk to be the star, but I don't know. Someone said they did it and they had just a lot of Obelisks, so that could be the way to do it. I had yeah, if you had this many universities, it's definitely worth. Like we got, what's that, like 20, 34, 49 stats from universities. Like, so the towers are doing, you know, level 13 tower doing 1400 to 1200 damage. Like, that's ridiculous. Massive 39 base damage as well. Whew. Universities carried. Yeah, this was a university run. Alright. Alright, so that's... we still have to do an obelisk run though. What is the plan for the obelisk? Test mortar run today or no mortars today? I don't know. I mean, I'm set up for obelisks and I'd like to play it out. You think mass obelisks? Obelisks are expensive though.